Previously on Spenelli Speaks. We are going to be reviewing an audiobook series, C.S. Lewis's A Space Trilogy. Hi everyone, Danny here. Welcome back to my channel. Another day of reviews here in July in honor of my birthday month. I've been trying to do a review a day. There was a few snafus up in the beginning of the month, but we're kind of getting our footing again. And wait until the end of the video to find out what is to come, because I'm making a little bit of a switcheroo just based on how many days we have left and how many books I have left to review for you. So stay tuned to find out what that's going to look like. For today's review, you've all picked A Murder in Irish Village by Carlene O'Connor, and I listened to this on audiobook. I would highly recommend that you listen to it in audio because the narrator has an Irish accent and it is fantastic. It was a little getting used to considering I listen to books on 2-speed, but it was pretty interesting. I really enjoyed it. But this book itself is a book about Siobhan, and I think that's how you say her name. It's spelt really differently, but the audio, it sounds like Siobhan. She is the eldest sister in this group of siblings who is called the Sullivan Six. So there are 6 of them. Her elder brother James is like the black sheep of the family and has a little bit of a drinking problem, but she's pretty responsible and is basically running the family bistro after her parents passed away in a car accident, which was the cause of a drunk driver. That drunk driver being in prison, who is the younger brother of this Nigel character who comes into town to basically try to help his brother and clear his name, and he winds up dead in the bistro. So it looks as if the eldest brother James had a hand in it, and Siobhan is trying to clear his name because she believes that he is innocent. Along with that, there's all these other factors that could cause her to lose the bistro and therefore the family to lose their home and everything that they know. And she's got like young siblings too. So I think the youngest is like 10 or something like that. So she feels very motherly towards all of her siblings and she's caring for them. She gave up going to Dublin to go to college as a result of her family's, her parents passing away. So she's taken a lot on her own shoulders, especially since her elder brother is kind of not really all there. So it's really interesting to see the shenanigans she gets into while on the case. And all of the people that live in this small town, the town itself is Kilbane, which is in Cork County, if you're at all familiar with Ireland. And she has a part of the guard, but like a policeman, she knows and is quite friendly with, but it gets really confusing because there's this other man named Chris who is a Yank, so he's from America, so they call him the Yank, and she's attracted to him as well. So there's a seemingly, like, there's almost a love triangle in there, but at times you're like, is she interested in him? And then you'll be here, you're like, oh yeah, so this is gonna be the love interest, and then all of a sudden she starts talking about this other guy, and you're like, wait a minute, oh, maybe she's not interested, but then it's like, oh, but maybe she is. So there's a little bit of a love triangle in the story, but it's not the main focus, which I really enjoyed. It was nice to have it just so focused on the mystery, the killer aspect, and for me, I am so excited. I don't know why I'm not reading more mysteries. They're so fun. They're so interesting. especially because like for me, I'm like trying to figure it out the whole time. And for this one, I thought I had it figured out, and then I was like, no. And then when you find out who the killer is, you're like, oh, I knew it. But it was really enjoyable. It was really enjoyable. They, you know, ended up, you know, picking out all the small details and really explaining it. And one thing I really enjoyed about the narrator, or the main character that is this Siobhan, is that she wasn't like what I've seen before in mystery novels, where like, for instance, like in Agatha Raisin feels like she can be a detective because she's read Agatha Christie. I get it. Like, that's a thing. It's like, okay. But just because you read a bunch of mystery novels doesn't mean that you can be a detective. For this character, Siobhan, she has everything she's ever loved writing on her figuring out who the killer is, because it's gonna, you know, clear her brother's name. It's gonna help her keep her cafe. And she's not saying anything like, oh, I saw this one detective show this one time and now I feel like I can figure out the clues. I mean, she just straight up used her intuition and asked questions and was on hot pursuit constantly. I just really liked that. I thought that was awesome. I really enjoyed her character. I really liked her a lot. And I liked her siblings. They all had their own personalities, and I hope that those develop a little bit more as we continue on in the series, because it is a series, and the next one is called Murder at an Irish Wedding, which I'm very excited to continue on. And I'm excited to kind of see how the love interest piece develops, because I liked how it was just like a little hint in this book, and I'd like to see where that kind of goes. And I love listening to the accent. I mean, that's just the best. I really do like it. It's really good. So this, as far as a cozy mystery, I would highly recommend this one. It was good. I really liked it. I found it myself on my Hoopla account, so I've never heard of it other than just scrolling through and finding this one. Again, Murder in an Irish Village by Carlene O'Connor. And then the next one in that series, I think there are 5 or 6 right now, is Murder at an Irish Wedding. So yeah, I was very pleased to read that one. It was really good. I hope that you enjoy it if you read it too. If you have read it, let me know what you think in the comments. But yeah, let's move on to what tomorrow is going to look like. Because it is nearing the end of the month, we have a limited amount of reviews left. So we're going to see a lot of repeat customers. We're going to see those comeback piles coming back quite often. So instead of showing you the same books over and over again as far as being voted on, I'm just going to go ahead and tell you what the rest of the month is going to look like so you can have an idea of what is to come. So we're just going to go ahead and schedule everything out for the rest of the month. It's about 10 days. So tomorrow you're going to see A Crafter Knits a Clue. So I'm just going to get the mysteries out of the way. You'll actually see another mystery coming farther down the line as I finish that up. But so today was Murder in an Irish Village. Tomorrow is A Crafter Knits a Clue. And then on Thursday, which is our rapid review, we're going to see Love in the Time of Cholera. We're going to get that one out of the way for you. Then Friday, we're going to do a graphic novel series. We're going to hit Paper Girls, which we've seen a couple of times, but we're going to get that done on Friday. And then we're going to stay in that graphic novel scene, and we're going to get Sweet Tooth done on Saturday. Then on Sunday, you're going to see House in the Cerulean Sea. Monday, we're going to take a look at a nonfiction work that was released this year, and that is I Want to Thank You. So we'll get that going for Monday. Then on Tuesday, a book that I will just be finishing up, so you'll get a brand spanking new review of The Strange Case of Eliza Doolittle, which is also released this year. So 2 new releases will be coming up this next week. Then on Wednesday, we'll get our Fried Green Tomatoes, because I can't wait to tell you about that book. So that'll be on Tuesday. Wednesday. And then Thursday, we'll do a rapid review of No Country for Old Men. And then 2 books that I will have recently finished at the end of the month that I'm doing as buddy reads. We will, for Friday, we'll have Essex Serpent. And then we'll wrap up the month of July with Wuthering Heights, which I am enjoying so much. Anywho, that'll be the schedule for the rest of the month. I hope that that is going to be enjoyable for you and that you're excited for those books to come. In each video from now on, I will just let you know what the next day will bring. Well, until next time, I hope you all are reading something great, taking care, and staying safe. And as always, you know how it goes. Happy reading. Bye.